Put you in second again. What is it?
Oh my God!
Johnny Johnson. Good job.
Yeah!
U.S. Open 2016 champion, Johnny Johnson. And I'm Johnny Johnson. I won the Won Bass U.S. Open in 2016. It's been a long time coming for me. I've been fishing that tournament since 1994. It's a grueling tournament, but it's one of the most fun tournaments you'll ever fish. It's the biggest tournament we have out west. It pays a lot of money, and it does change your life a little bit, let me tell you. I've had a lot of fun fishing the Won Bass events. I started out fishing club tournaments, waited and waited until I got better to where I could move up to state level, and then finally, in 1994, I took the risk and decided I'm gonna go fish the Won Bass U.S. Open, mostly because it was against the likes of people like Roland Martin, Gary Klein, Ricky Clunn, the guys that I grew up watching on television coming to the U.S. Open. It was the East versus the West. It was so much fun, and I wanted to compete against those guys, and not just compete against them, but meet them, see them. It was just a thrill of a lifetime for me. I did get caught up in the hype when I first started fishing the U.S. Open because it was cool to be in Las Vegas and see all the big stars that you normally see on television. But as the years have gone by, I've learned to settle down a little bit, and I think I've become a lot better fisherman on Lake Mead for the U.S. Open over the years, and managed to finally break through and win the tournament. I love the excitement of the U.S. Open, but as I've done it over the years, it's all about business for me when I get on the water now. I take it a lot more serious. It's not a vacation to me. When I go there, I go to win. And I think you have to have your mindset right. And I think a lot of the champions that have won this tournament will tell you that you have to have your mindset right, that you're going to win. You know you want to win. We all want to win, but you got to make sure everything's right in your mind, and your mindset's right, and you got a game plan. Get yourself a game plan going, and that's what I did. You know, one thing that's really important about the Won Bass U.S. Open is catching a limit every day. You know, I started out in 41st place. Most people be discouraged with that. But in 41st place out of 187 boats wasn't too bad, but I still had my limit. It was a small 7-pound limit, but you got to remember, a lot of guys that may have had a good day may not have a good day on the second day. So catching that limit every day, this is a marathon, it's not a one-day tournament. You have to catch that limit every day, and I promise you, you have a good chance of moving up. About the only other thing that I would say is being now a U.S. Open champion is if anybody wants to get in the U.S. Open, you don't always have to go as a pro. You know, that AAA is the way I probably should have went when I first started, and I never did. I always went pro. So many days I'm on that water thinking, man, I wished I would have went as a co-angler for a few years to learn the water, learn what's going on, and pick up some tips from some of these pros. They lay it all on the line, and they're going to help you out because it's a combined weight format. So they want you to catch fish to help the krill out. Trust me, I do. So it's very important. With that said, get your head straight, get your gear loaded, get your boat, everything tied down, get ready to go, because you're fixing to fish the biggest Won Bass U.S. Open we've ever had at Lake Mead. Look forward to seeing you there.